Welcome to the Brant and Sherry Oddcast, sponsored by America's Christian Credit Union. To order Brant's latest book, Life is Hard, God is Good, Let's Dance, or to find out more about the show, go to BrantHansen.com.
Hope you enjoy your job. I hope you're thankful for it. We are for ours. The big reason is we're here because we want to encourage you spiritually, like genuinely give you courage, remind you of God's goodness, His faithfulness, a reason to look forward to things, a reason to be at peace. We want to do that every day. Like the songs, the stuff we talk about, ultimately, that is why we show up. Don't know if you ever had to be a witness in a courtroom, but what you're supposed to do, you get up there and you say what you saw. This is what I observed. You don't get up there and go, well, here's what I believe. Here are the list of my beliefs. I was reading Heather Thompson Day. She's an author, and she was talking about this. She's like, that's what it means to be a witness. You don't force like, well, here's my beliefs. I'm going to battle you for them. It's like, here's what I've seen happen. Here's what's happened in my own life. Here's what God's done for me. Here's how I've changed. Here's the peace that I have now. This is what I've seen. It's what I've experienced. That's what it means to be a witness. Let's talk some sports. Football season getting underway here. I have an announcement regarding the National Football League.
Do you now?
Yep.
Okay. Have they responded to your many suggestions and thoughts?
That gets at my announcement.
Okay.
If you're not going to adopt any, I've had all these ideas for them.
So many.
Like rules changes that'll make it better.
More entertaining in your mind, yeah.
Not one has been adopted.
I know.
I'm announcing, if you guys don't want to do any of it, I'm going to stop.
No, Brant. Don't give up. They're not going to do it. They're not going to take it.
That's my warning to them.
They're not
I had
worth your
good
brain.
ideas. The one where we bury a second football somewhere and they have to find it, or there's an escape room the quarterbacks have to get out of,
or you hire only funny guys and then they
try to make them laugh on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Like, none of these things. They've adopted none. So if you guys don't want me to offer stuff, I won't. I had a good teacher in high school, Mr. Zuber. He taught math. And I think about good teachers, and then I hear people say that Jesus was a good teacher. He certainly was a great teacher, no doubt about it. But just the idea that that's all? Good teacher? You know, he said stuff like, if you lose your life for my sake, you will find it. If Mr. Zuber said that, I wouldn't be like, wow, what a great teacher. Yeah. I'd be like, no, Jesus is so much more than a great teacher. I think this could be a good thing to pray for, and that is, for a lot of people, maybe not everybody, a lot of people. Lord, free me from trying to manage everyone's emotions around me. That is a big deal.
It is.
For a lot of people.
Oh, my goodness.
Trying to manage everybody's emotions in your family and radiating outward. And the truth is you can't do it.
It turns you, I'm talking from personal experience. I start to feel like a clown because of all those balls you're trying to juggle. Yeah. And you're just trying to make it all work. You know what I mean? It really just turns you into a caricature.
Okay, this is...
Do clowns juggle?
Do clowns juggle?
I think clowns juggle. If you're juggling...
Do they?
Yes.
I guess I've seen them with like bowling pins or something.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right. Okay. Anyway, a good prayer is free me from trying to manage other people's emotions. This is all for you. You know, every day I'm out there in the content fields and I'm gathering content and I bring it here to the show.
Yes.
Producer Sherry has no idea what I'm going to talk about.
So true.
1 minute to the next, she just rolls with it. Mm-hmm. But it's a lot of work. It's like 3 hours of prep before the show, and I bring it. It's basically, it's more than that. It's the stuff I'm reading. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, I'll bring that and that. Yeah. So I'm trying to hand select artisanal, bespoke, whatever. Mm-hmm. But that's how the show works.
Curated.
Right.
Yes.
In case you're wondering, like, this show is kind of strange. Well, that's by design, but also this is who we are. There's nothing scripted.
No.
We're not like, oh, you say this and I'll say that. 'Cause if we did that, it'd be way better.
You think? Well, I know we always say that, but I just think it would be so. Yeah, it'd be so.
I was just joking. It's not that funny. I saw a photo with writing on it. It was something about spiritual renewal or something. It was like a picture of people worshiping with their arms up, young people. And says something, and they had hashtag spiritual renewal, hashtag God is moving, hashtag. It was about something.
Hashtag.
Had a name of the event or whatever.
Yeah.
It just reminded me, like, if there is going to be a big spiritual movement, I just don't think it's going to have a logo.
Or branding.
A hashtag. I just think that's, when that happens, it's not going to be a packaged consumer experience. And we're not even going to want to make it that if we're actually being renewed. I watched a YouTube video or listened to it with Andy Crouch. He's a smart dude. I don't know everything about him, but he was talking about AI stuff in church and all sorts of things related to that. It was really interesting. He had some provocative stuff to say about it, and he seemed very learned about it. I didn't know this. AI, he mentioned, is rapidly growing. I guess I'd heard about this. Very rapidly growing as a boyfriend.
Oh, man.
For women.
I didn't know that. I knew the other, but I didn't know that.
It's huge as far as, because it's the chat thing.
Yeah, I knew that as guys, as a girlfriend. I did not know it was as a boyfriend.
Yeah, it's way more popular as a boyfriend.
Wow.
It's much faster than the growth of like artificial girlfriends. And he was saying it's because the way the thing can talk to you is more emotionally gratifying than a typical guy. Like meeting you and your needs, affirming your hurts, and your feelings, and just hitting you in the right place emotionally. And he was saying a problem with that is that, it doesn't teach you how to become patient. Yeah. Because a man will. Like you have to summon patience and compassion for a man if you're dealing with an actual man. But this is just giving you what you want. Yeah. Without actual masculinity.
That is right.
I mean, what an analogy for the opposite problem.
Yes.
That men have struggled with, and some women.
Which I have heard you talk about extensively, of saying, no, this woman grows you up.
Right.
It calls you out to be the man you can be.
Right. And the fake one only pays off for you emotionally or with dopamine or whatever, but it's not an actual real woman at the end of the day. And it just sounds exactly analogous, including the
I can see that.
The addictiveness.
Yes.
Like, why? It's really wild. But another thing he discussed about this, which I thought was very interesting. When we went to like the internet, or we went to the smartphone, there wasn't a lot of reflection on the behalf of the church. It wasn't like, hey, before we all just jump into a smartphone, hey, let's talk about this first, because we didn't know what was coming down the pike. And even now, some people are in denial about what it does to younger people, for instance, or what it's done to our culture. Or social media, same thing. We didn't have a sit down, think through to help pastor people on that technology. We just all jumped on it. Yeah, we didn't know. But he said one of the positive things. We're kind of scraping here for some positivity. One of the positive things is with AI, at least we're like, okay, whoa. Yeah. What are we doing? Yeah. So there's at least some ambivalence about it. It's not just gung-ho. But it is very unfortunate that we didn't think through some of the stuff beforehand.
Yeah, because it's an extension of it, and people have already become kind of trained.
Yeah. What I was thinking was, you know what? When you do some of the other stuff that we've done to church, and there weren't that many people raising flags. I was, but who cares what I was saying? But it's like when you're disembodying worship, like, hey, let's do it online. Years ago, even before the pandemic, it's like, let's switch to online church. Let's do virtual church where you have an avatar that goes in and it's totally disembodied, and you sit in Second Life or you sit in whatever world, meta world. Like, it's very difficult to then come along after you've endorsed that as a church culture to then come along and go, no, you need to be with people. Why? Like, that doesn't make it, like, we open the door to this, like now technology can take us where it wants because we've already left that embodiment. That's true. That whole thing. Another thing he said that I thought was interesting is that AI doesn't invite us. There's another way that it robs us of what a real community can bring. It robs you of the chance to provide hospitality for people who have needs.
True.
And it robs you of the chance to invite people into your need. We talked about the book my friend Kevin Chandler wrote called The Hospitality of Need, as somebody who has a disability himself. Like, we miss out on that. We don't get to serve people. You were talking about your church where there's a girl who's just really wound up. A toddler is just like super active, and everybody knows it.
Yeah, and that her grandmother is
bursting with personality.
Yes, and her grandmother has some disability challenges, but she has custody of her. So the church has just rallied. No one has said, we didn't have a meeting or anything. We just know.
You know, right? Because you know each other.
Get the baby, yeah.
You know, one thing people have done too is they've been like, well, you know, I can look at AI for, it's a huge use, is for therapy or for like a counseling thing. And I feel like we've set people up to do that because we've been like, you don't have to be with people.
Yeah.
This is like, I saw a Christian AI counseling thing today. I got a press release that is launching, like trying to,
really?
Yeah, you can interact with Christian counseling through an AI thing.
Yeah. Gosh, Brant.
Well, the problem is we set this up in a way, like we didn't make the argument for no, you can't just get past that.
How do we get it back?
Well, I think it's an opportunity. Again, this is what we talked about with Drew, the president from Grace, about like, hey, a Christian college or a church, like start to talk about what it means to be actually human.
Yeah.
It's like just having AI reflect you back to you is so ultimately lonely, and that's all it does. Hey, this is Brant. We've all heard of win-win scenarios. This is like win-win, win-win-win. Check this out. Right now, you can seriously grow your savings. America's Christian Credit Union is offering the best 12-month certificate rate in the nation. It's a limited time thing, but you want to get on this 4.75%, which is outstanding. And you can get started with as little as $1,000. It's called a term share certificate, which is like a CD, but again, the win-win thing. It has a mission too. Your money stays safe, earns interest, and supports great things too. That's what America's Christian Credit Union does. It helps with Christian schools, missions work, funding adoptions, some awesome stuff. But you want to lock in this rate right now before it drops, 4.75%. Here's how to jump on it. Go to americaschristiancu.com/Brant. America's Christian Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA. Go to americaschristiancu.com/BRANT.
And something, I know I said this before, as I see it more, and I've heard other people say it, people that aren't believers, so at least I was like, okay, people are seeing it. There is something wrong with the personality of it, the pretending of a personality.
Right.
Because it's so unnecessary. Like, just give me the information, whatever information I need, whatever I want to do.
Boy,
If
that's
you know,
right.
hey, can you make a workbook out of this?
Yeah.
Here's the workbook. Like, we've had that. Google didn't say.
Hey, great idea for a workbook. Well,
Yeah.
okay.
Right. How would you like
Now
me
we
to?
know where that started.
Yes. Yeah.
Clippy.
I thought you
Right?
were going back to the garden. But
Right.
yes,
no.
Yes, let's go back to
Well,
Microsoft
the garden,
Word.
but then Clippy, because he's like, hey, you writing a
did
letter?
do it.
Looks
You're
like you're writing a resignation letter. Can I help?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's Clippy's revenge. We've landed on this. We talked
And
about this
we just
before.
it's a cute, it's a paper cup
Yeah.
with googly eyes. Maybe we hated it, but it's
Yeah.
like,
And
but
then
we didn't
we-
call it out for what it.
But you know what we did?
What it presaged.
We dismissed it. We clicked off. We never really used it. And Clippy said, "Oh, I see. Okay."
I'll come back. He said, "I'll come back in a way." Hey, I can help with that. Hey, would you like this? And would you like 10 more ideas for the?
It is.
thing?
It's. But you
Yeah.
know that it is. That personality. I just want.
It doesn't need the veneer of a personality.
I heard a sociologist say, "I am asking you to ask why." That's what she said. Just ask why. Why? Hey, that's a great. Or like it told me, I'm praying a blessing on whatever I was creating, and I was asking for a summary of it.
Yeah.
And I sent back. What do you mean a blessing? You're praying to whom? To God? Yes.
Great question,
Yeah.
Sherry.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what it did. So why do we need a personality with it? What are we trying to accomplish with a personality of it. Because that's not necessary. If we're just getting the information, fine.
Yeah, that's not the point.
No. So what is the point?
Yeah.
That's something to ask. And then whatever that is that what we want? How do you, that's what I'm asking is how do we guard against this? So how do we guard our hearts and our minds? What do we do? We're here on the front end of it. These are the questions we didn't ask, to your point, about everything else. Now what?
Well, okay, so I think treasuring human interaction and interaction with God. Andy was the guy who made the point, and I had to sum it up really quickly for the radio show, that look what AI does, scraping through the whole internet or everything it can, is to give you a middle of the road answer, right in the middle of the bell curve. It's not going to surprise you with a shocking, challenging thing. But that's the opposite of how Jesus would answer a question. So if you want spiritual counseling and you're like, what about this? Well, that's the opposite. And Jesus is always surprising because he's real.
Yeah.
God put on flesh for a reason. And it's like, if I want to know God, I need to go to him. Andy also said something that was really interesting too, which I loved. Didn't expect this. He said, because the interviewer was saying, well, what about if you're a pastor and you're tired because you've been helping people in the hospital all week, you've been visiting people, and you've just been pastoring and you're tired and it's Thursday or Friday and you got to come up with your sermon and you run it through the AI and it gives you a good sermon you can use. And Andy said, I don't like that. He's like, why? Instead of doing that, again, that's the easy way. Yeah, maybe you're tired. You know what? Worst case scenario, you can do what I've done, he said. And I was like, I can relate to this.
Yeah.
You get up there on Sunday morning and go, I'm not as prepared as I should be. Let's look at this scripture together and see what God may want to tell us. Together, we can learn it together. We'll talk it through. He said, it's been shocking how awesome that has been when I've done that. Like, just admit and then see if the Spirit of God actually does show up when you admit your weakness. However you learn that lesson, if you take the easy way out and get a computer printout that anybody could in your congregation could get tomorrow if they wanted to.
And it's that I think that I don't want to, well, I'll just say it. I think that's about you. I don't think that's about the congregation. I think it's about you wanting to look prepared. I think it's about you wanting to seem like you have it all together, other than being weak in front of people, which is where Jesus said in red letters, that's when he's strong, his grace.
Right.
That's when you depend on his grace.
How do you learn that if you take the easy way out all the time?
Yeah.
How do you learn how to be in a relationship if you take the easy way out and just get affirmation all the time? You don't. You stay arrested in your development spiritually.
Man, that's a great point.
So let's not get caught up in that stuff. But anyway, I thought that was really good. If you look it up on YouTube, I'm sure you can find it. And
what's the guy's name?
Andy Crouch.
Okay.
And here come all the letters. Did you know that Andy Crouch once? He said, and you. Like, I don't know. It was a good podcast.
Yeah.
That was good.
The Brant and Sherry Oddcast, sponsored by America's Christian Credit Union. To find out more about the show, go to BrantHansen.com.